Okay. We're missing something. Come on. Come on, YouTube. We got the vertical stream going. The horizontal is being a little goofy. There it goes. And then there's the Twitch side. Nathan, congrats on grabbing first. How are you doing, dude? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Let me go ahead and submit my taxes. Boop. I've got 255 tax submissions. We're doing great. Hyper Troll, welcome on in on the YouTube side. Hope you're doing well. Indeed. Hello, hello. Nathan, thanks for submitting your taxes. 72 times in total. GG's. Alright, let's scooch that over there. And then toast that. Okay. Boop. And boop. Okay. There we go. Hi, Mom. I'm on YouTube. Hey, welcome on the YouTube side as well, Nathan. Appreciate it. I will go ahead and say I've done the number crunching, and according to the numbers that I have been given, in the places that I have been given them, YouTube says we will have 4,000 hours of watch time. The problem is it doesn't update that in the spot that I need it to in order to apply until I think the 20th. So we've got a couple of days until that will update. But once it does, I won't have to worry about watch time ever again, and I can just focus on making good content, which will be pretty nice. I need to quickly respond to that. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Akita, welcome on in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Oh, hey, we made it? We did. We did make it, yes. Would the hours drop, though, from old videos up to the 20th? It technically could, but it shouldn't do it by a lot because I'm uploading a lot more than what I was last year, and I'm getting more watch time on average per week. The only time you have to worry about it is when the 40-hour watch time happened for no reason whatsoever last year. That will be the one that would throw us off if we lost that. But otherwise, it's just like 1 or 2 hours per day that we're losing, but we're also gaining 2 to 3. So we're usually maintaining a healthy baseline right now. Nikita, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. 35 times total. GG's. GG's. Hope you're all doing well. Ads will probably be starting here in a minute on Twitch. I apologize for that. Nice. If you need more, just shout. Will do, dude. Will do. Nathan was absolutely crazy, guys. We were talking about it last stream about needing a couple more hours of watch time, and Nathan messaged me. I was like, yo, how much do we need? And left his TV on the entire night, and the entire time he was gone for appointments, and then I think for even partially while he was at home too, just to make sure we got the hours required, which was crazy. So crazy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Nathan. You're really insane. I just got out of the starting ads. Oh no, I'm sorry, Frog. Hopefully they don't put you in them. I apologize for that. I got you about 20 hours in total. Yeah, by yourself, dude. You were crazy. Absolutely crazy. I can't say thank you enough, though. Seriously, that will take a huge weight off of me next month, especially because that's when we're gonna start losing a ton of watch time. Because last year is when we first started streaming, and it was around March, I think, and those streams did really well for some reason. Like, so well that we were picking up 20 to 30 hours per stream, and that was back when we were doing 4 streams a week on YouTube. So it was a lot of watch time back then. Bum. We appreciate you, Nathan. I got Reg's face pixel burned into my TV screen. Look, Mom, I'm a watermark. You're welcome. You deserve it. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I really do deserve it, but I will take your word for it. I will take your word for it. Answer my riddle. I'm a food, but if you smell me backwards, I become a month. Let me think. Yam would make sense. Yam would make sense, because backwards would be May. Yeah, that would be my guess. That would be my guess as well, Nathan. Scrolling YouTube shorts, I saw a random guy sleeping. We love the random YouTube live, shorts. They're always something. I personally don't think I could ever sleep on camera, but I'm glad some people feel comfortable enough to. What the heck is a yam? It's, like a vegetable, technically, isn't it? It's alright. I wouldn't personally, like, eat it every day, but, maybe on occasion. Bro, you know it's a 1.9% chance and a 1 out of 20 or 2,500 catches with luck of the C3 to catch Mending. Very hard to. Yup. I know. I picked it because it was a hard challenge anyway. Just you wait till you find out I'm doing this for all of my gear too. Who needs villagers when you got a fishing rod? Infinite content generator. Exactly. Not eaten often in Western world. It's like African and Caribbean. Fair enough. Yeah, it's not super common. We do have it here in the US sometimes, but it's not, like you said, it's not very common. Oh, bro, you're the only villager we need. Thank you. I'm happy to do it. I mean, For now. Yeah, all I can provide is Mending. I'm sorry. Was it the answer? They didn't respond. I'm gonna assume it probably was, though, because I don't think any of the others spelled backwards would be a food. I could be incorrect on that, though. I just can't spell backwards in my head very well. It's not a skill I thought I was gonna need. But yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we get all of it. I've checked, and it's, I think, if everything goes as perfectly as the math says it can go, we will get it in 30 hours of fishing. All of the books. If we fish perfectly, we don't miss a single cast, we just fish all the way through, then we'll have it. But, chances are we probably won't get it perfectly. So, person who said riddle, yeah, that's correct. See? You're right, Nathan. You can also grow yams in Stardew Valley. I don't know why that's important to this, but it is. Let's see. I am pretty tired today, I won't lie. I was up late last night. Probot, the Discord bot that I use for my Omnia Discord server, and also the bot that Kit uses for her Discord server. It they decided that they were going to move the leveling feature over to premium, which wouldn't have been a big deal except for the fact that they only gave us 5 days notice. And then on top of that, they also said they were deleting the data if you didn't upgrade to Pro, but they were not going to offer you a way to export the data. So last night, out of pure spite, I went through every single member on my Discord, which wasn't very big. Omnia Discord doesn't have a lot of people in it, so we're set. We're fine. But then I went over to Kit's Discord, which I believe has a lot of members. It has a lot. I only just did everybody that was level 2 and up, so it was only 200 and something members, but I had to go through it. I took all of their IDs and I took all of their usernames and I searched manually for each of their top levels and I applied it to a new bot so that you guys will keep your levels there. Yes, yours are saved, Frog. You're a pretty high level. I think you're actually gonna be in the top 10 now because I couldn't see who has left or has a deleted account. I can't give them XP. So I think you actually might be in the top 10 now, Frog. I can't remember. But I'm sure that'll probably be announced at some point that, hey, there's a new bot. Sorry. But yeah, I saved everybody's levels. I was up till like 5 a.m. doing that. That was of my own free will. I just want to say that. Build and Void, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm on my 15. Nice. Well, thanks for choosing me on your 15. I appreciate it, Spicy. Not a lot of active members. I mean, when you're looking at it from a perspective of most Discord communities, it's about as active as most of them. There's probably like 5 people that actually talk. And, you know, that's how most Discord servers are until you're so large that it could function without you. Like, there are a lot of Discord servers that I'm in that the creator of the server doesn't have to be around for. Whereas, like, for example, my Discord community, there's probably about 5 that I could count on to message maybe once or twice a week. Nathan messages a ton. We've got Diana is messaging a little bit over there. I message on there. Admiral will pop on occasionally to say something. There's a couple of other people. Gub, yes, thank you, Gub. But, you know, that's 5 out of 330 something. I think there's even more than that. But, you know, the percentage is not great. And mind you, I've not taken any breaks, really. 389 is what my Discord is at. So, you know, when you look at it from that perspective, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't have a very good percentage. I can't speak on that a ton. I am the saint of 1,000 lobsters. Well, hello, Willow Remix. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Thank you, Reg. I talk sometimes, but a lot of the people I used to talk to left the server are inactive. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. It's hard to talk to people when you don't know them. That's how I am. Like, it's hard for me to just randomly post stuff on there. That's why on Omni I'm a little bit more talkative, because it's all focused around one subject. Whereas, like, a community Discord for streams and... Well, the reason that one was built a lot more in tune with King SMP, which isn't around anymore. Which is why I need to restructure it anyway, but that's a whole other problem that'll be solved at some point in time. that point, it's not really the server. They kind of own it, but they can't truly enjoy it. That's true. I know, like, for example, I'm not speaking for him on his behalf, but Avid, for example, you very rarely see him talking a ton in the public channels because it's really hard to talk in that in the public channels. It just is. Otherwise, you're getting swarmed, pinged, and you can't have a coherent conversation just because you're there. Now, you look at another Discord section that he does have that is tucked away is like the Patreon and supporter section. I've been in there before because I've been subbed, and it's pretty chill back there, and he does talk back there a decent amount, really, for most creators. Like, I have not seen a creator probably at that size that actually talks to in their own Discord server, at least in my opinion. And from Syria, well, hello. I can't say your name because I have no clue how to pronounce it, but welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. After the new Discord ID stuff, I may just move it to my own website. That is a Discord clone, but only my stuff, for lack of better words. That's fair. Honestly, I'm gonna say something, and I think it's gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, but I think people are blowing the ID stuff way out of proportion. Like, that's not me saying I'm a fan of it, but I've seen a lot of people trashing it, saying that it's ruining Discord, but the features that they're blocking behind ID really aren't that used by most people. Like, it's you can't talk on a stage if you're not ID verified. You're not, you can't talk in 18 plus channels, or you can't view 18 plus channels. You can't, see messages without them being filtered through a message request bin. Those are all things that most people on Discord don't use. So unless you're one of the few people that need to use those features, I would say then it's like, okay, then I would say, yeah, be upset about it. Because I don't blame you guys for being upset about data leaks. But my whole thing is, if you're not using those features, don't submit your ID. It sets a rather bad precedent. Well, you gotta take that up with the UK, I'm sorry. Like, this is the same problem with, like, the Minecraft ID situation. Like, again, I'm not who's going to admit needing access to 18 plus. Exactly. If you're using Discord for 18 plus reasons, you're using Discord for the wrong reasons. But the truth of the matter is, this is a government issue, particularly within other countries that aren't the US right now, but it will come to the US eventually. It always does. We just let other people experiment first and see where it goes. But the way the law is written, every company has to comply. So Minecraft has to implement it, and they're implementing it only for UK users right now. But Discord doesn't have a great way to work around that. Because you could just use VPNs to get around it. Whereas your accounts with, like, Xbox and such, they're a little bit more localized. So it's just one of those sad things. There's not a great way to get around the law, and the best way to get around it is to just not use the features that require ID verification. And if they start locking the stuff that you do need, then that's when you, like, just say, I'm done using it. Like, that's what I did with Probot, for example. Like, I was just telling you guys about that. I forgave them and forgave them and forgave them. They took away features, added them to premium. They took away more features, added them to premium. They're having bot outages. We lost all of our level data at one point. And then now they took away more features. Finally, at that point, I was like, we don't need you anymore. I've got better bots that could work for this, so I'm just going to leave. And, you know, truthfully, they don't care because I wasn't paying them anyway. But it isn't free promo for their bot anymore for somebody who may pay for their premium. The issue is people are afraid to submit their IDs because last time there was a massive data breach which leaked almost all the IDs and face scans. Again, I don't think people should submit their ID if they don't need to. Most people don't need to talk in a stage VC. I'm one of the few people that do. And even then, I don't really use the stage VC, and there are ways to make a stage without using the stage feature. So that's fine. Most people don't. If you're using Discord for 18 plus reasons, you shouldn't be on Discord for whatever you're looking for. So I don't think that's an issue really either. And I think there's one the message filtering that should just be default. I'm sorry. What kind of psycho doesn't filter their messages by default on Discord? The spam there is awful. If Discord sees that people aren't submitting their IDs, they'll likely block something large, like talking in voice chats or something. That's when chaos ensues. I say let them. Let them find where that line is, and they'll learn very quickly. But Discord is claiming it's for protection of minors and also because of the law over in Europe right now. If they change it, then it reveals their true intentions. You want them to reveal who they are. So if they're going to change it and say it's because people aren't submitting their ID for verification, that tells you they just want your ID, which also tells you they're not deleting it like they say they are, which we know they aren't. We know they aren't. They've been caught not deleting stuff like they were supposed to before. But it tells you right there what they're doing in secret, but they're proclaiming it themselves right from the rooftop. Roblox did that and look what happened. Roblox is a separate issue. Their CEO is an actual... I don't want to, like, just throw around the word, especially on YouTube, because they don't like the word. But there are very certain categories of people, and that their CEO is, yeah. It starts with a P. And it ends with file. Hopefully it doesn't. I was summoned, you were summoned. Bad sentiment. Really, rather, it sets a bad precedent. My 15 is up. Glad I can make it to your stream. I get off 3-ish hours, so you probably won't be streaming. Have a great rest of your night. By the way, I do use the stage for pretty stuff. That's fair. But again, in my opinion, you can fake that stuff pretty well. Just take away people's perms to talk. That's what we do in some communities. I won't name which ones, but some of them we do use that feature where we just take away their talking perms. We don't even use the stage, even though it would work better. But we just take away their perms to talk because we could always give them perms later if we wanted to, or to avoid the ID issues. Because I don't know why they locked the stage feature other than because you don't know everybody that could be listening. That's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know. Hello, Rift. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Discord should pull a lifelock and force all employees and founders to submit their IDs into the system and make people think it's safe. So the makers put their own info into it. It must be safe. I think forcing it would probably be illegal, but heavily encouraging it and then using that as a marketing tactic, I think would be fine. But the problem is LifeLock and Discord are in very different business fields. Discord is claiming to delete the verification. So after you verify your ID, it says they are an adult. We don't need this information anymore. In fact, I think they say they send it to a third party. I don't know how much all of that is true, but that's just what I've heard. LifeLock is in the actual security business, so it would look really, really bad if they didn't trust in their own product, and it would look really, really bad if they did leak that stuff. Discord is a social media platform, really. Australia started it. Yeah, we can blame Australia. UK seems to like it a lot. If they took away the feature to talk without an ID, then Discord wouldn't live. It just could not survive. There's no way. Let them theory. I do like what they're doing with the Discord Teen Council when they get feedback from teens about these features to help them better and not be insanely restrictive. Yeah, they need advice on that, but they also need to probably try to, if I were a company in this position, being put in this position by lawmakers, I would set up a huge petition to push back on it if I felt that strongly that it was being restrictive. You know, I think there's a lot to be said in the way they are handling it. I'm not a huge fan of ID verification. I wish but I can't really think of a better way to verify it. Because nobody trusts the government and nobody trusts companies. So how do you actually verify an age online? Because I do think there are some cases where you should probably verify ages. One thing that a lot of people are trying to say is you should use credit card charges, but not everybody has a credit card, you know? Not everybody has a debit card even. And that's also easy enough to fake. You know, you just steal your mom's credit card and it sends a little charge for 99 cents. And then it sends back the 99 cents immediately and nobody questions a thing. So, what do you do about that? Muhammad, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. We are not going to be talking about the Island Willow. That's not for stream. But yeah, that stuff is terrible. I think it's coming to Minecraft ID verification. It is, yeah. It is. It's the way the law's written. A certain type of file used to present documents independently of software. Yes, exactly. Pterodactyl. Yeah, that's the one. I don't even need to do age verification because I have my ID on Roblox. That's scary. Blocking the stage feature is so weird. It is. Spider-Man! Coral, welcome on in. How are you doing? Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Should have blocked voice call because if someone does approach a kid in the wrong way, there's no way to prove it, unlike messages that can be screenshotted. Yeah, that would make more sense. But I think they're trying to protect the heart of what Discord is. So they were trying to get away with blocking the most public features. But that doesn't make a lot of sense when you're saying it's in the name of protecting children. In my opinion, they need to do... they really just need to hold parents more accountable. The truth of the matter is, if you said, listen, parents, if we find out, this is what you could do. If your child is caught on platforms under the age of terms of service, and it results in some amount of damages mentally, or allows a crime to take place under your watch because they are your kid, then you will be heavily fined, and in some cases it may even be considered abuse. The truth of the matter is, the government coming in and saying we're forcing you to do this isn't gonna work. But if you basically say your choice is do this or we'll fine you, then you're actually still getting a choice. Your choice is that you will probably do it because you don't want to pay the probably $500 fine for first offense, because they'll be very generous. And then it'll be multi-$1,000 after that. Now, if you can prove that you've done your due diligence and the kid is still trying to get around it, then that's where you probably say, well, you should have taken away the kid's device. Or maybe there could be some forgiveness there. But the only way you can really get around it is if you're saying it's about protecting kids, then you need to have parents actually have an incentive to protect their kids, which is to avoid the fine. Because absent parenting is really the issue with all these apps. Being a teenager on the internet used to be a mostly okay thing, but it has become very increasingly dangerous as online safety is not being practiced by both adults and children. This isn't just an adult situation where they're, you know, I don't want to, like, blame just them. I don't want to just blame parents, but children are to blame, parents are to blame. There's a lot of blame to go around, but nobody wants to take it because nobody likes to be wrong. But if you can prove that you're knowingly allowing your kid to be on a platform and it is knowingly damaging their mental health, that's the same as neglect. Nobody likes to hear that, but would that possibly fix a lot of the issues? Probably. I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen 8-year-olds having their own TikTok account. That is monstrous to me. Like, why in the world are you giving your 8-year-old access to TikTok? I know you ain't supervising them. I see what they're posting. Like, casually doxing your first and last name, your address is wild. Absolutely wild. Batman, I'm not sending Discord my ID. I will not be sending them my ID either if they ask. But, again, the features that they want you to ID verify for aren't really worth ID verifying for. Robin, Pigeon, Peregrine, Falcon, World ID. Everyone gets assigned an internet usable safe third-party ID upon birth with their info. So basically, internet social security number. That's a great idea until you realize that that would cause a lot more issues than it fixes. Because now all your data is brokered to an ID, and it just is it's personalized to you. As it is right now, they're just guessing the accounts are belonging to the same person based on IP and device fingerprinting, but you can block fingerprinting. Device ID you can sort of block as well. IPs you can mask. But a world ID, that just ties it all together. Like, okay, so this account on here, and this account here, and this account here is all tied to the same internet ID. And so that means they're all interested in the same thing, which means we're going to give you targeted advertising for that stuff. And if we decide that we're going to ban you on this one spot, we're also going to ban you across the board on all of them because we made a deal with that one group. So now we can target people based on what they believe. It's a great idea in theory, but execution is always the issue with this stuff. I can get behind the idea, but the execution is never good. It's kind of like communism. Minecraft, why I need my worlds. They're not going to block your worlds. They're going to block social interactions, though. So you may not be able to use chat. That's kind of what I've seen. You'll probably even still be able to they'll probably be able to allow you to get on a world, but you may not be able to see things like signs or any form of text, really. But you should still be able to play on a multiplayer world just fine. You're all good, Willow. It's all right. Discord filed an IPO, so if it's going public, this is to please investors. Probably. Be able to play with my brother if they had verification. It should be still, you should still be fine. Discord cannot be a public company. They don't make money like they do. I stand corrected. Discord makes a ton of money. Yeah, they do. Imagine having to watch an ad to join a voice call. That would be insane. That would be actually insane. I mean, they already do make money with ads. If you guys haven't paid attention, the quests that they have, like the things that they give you the orbs for, they give you this little digital currency to buy digital cosmetics, and occasionally you can buy 3 days of Discord Nitro. But those are just advertisements that give you the tokens. Discord makes bank off of those. Discord also collects a lot of data off of you. I have, I don't know if you guys saw in the media channel on Discord, I posted a picture of all the data they have on me. It is 13 gigabytes in size. And that includes all of my messages that I sent. Just me, not what I've sent and what people have sent me, but just what I've sent. That includes all the people that I've blocked. That includes all the people I've friended. That includes all the analytics they have on me, which is like 6 gigabytes of just analytics alone. And I've been on Discord since 2020, at the end of 2020, which that includes their, they have a probability section where they calculate the probability of whether you're male or female. They have a probability for what age group you're in. They actually calculated mine wrong. They were like 60% sure that I was in the age group of 17 to 15 to 17, I think. And I'm not in that age group. The next one up was like 20%, and that was my age group. But it was crazy to me that they are actually trying to track that stuff accurately, which will eventually lead into better ads that are personalized that make them more money. But yes, yeah, they are going to add a lot more ads into Discord. My AirPods are dead. I shall lurk. All right, sounds good, Frog. Sorry about the AirPods. Imagine having to watch an ad to join a voice call to send a message. For anyone wondering, Discord makes $575 million a year. That does not surprise me. Read and welcome on in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. YouTube might be down. It could be down. I don't know. Hello, Meow. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It will just have ads randomly pop up in channels every now and again, unless you pay a monthly subscription for your Discord server. That could definitely be possible. Make it a boost perk. People would definitely boost a lot more to get rid of ads. Where do you see Discord predictions for you? So you need to request your data packet. And I'll just pull up a link and I'll send it to you guys. But you can request your data from Discord and then you'll find it in there. I've done a lot of Googling the last couple of days, so I'm trying to find the exact Reddit link that I was in. Here it is. If you ever want to look for it, that Reddit link has everything. And look in the comments and people will kind of explain where you find that stuff. It's kind of crazy. You do this for most companies as well, right? Yeah, every company that collects personal data on you has to offer the ability for you to see what they've collected on you. So you can request it from Facebook, you can request it from Instagram, you can request it from Snapchat, from you can request it. I don't know if you can request it from Minecraft, but I believe you can, because you can send telemetry data in here. My guess is you probably get it through Microsoft. You can look and get it from every single company, though. Anything that collects data on you. I've never done Nitro or Orbs, never been interested in all that. Nitro is nice, but I think it's overpriced for what it is. Like, I like having it because I do use Discord a lot. And, I do like all the server boosts that exist, the perks that exist, but it is so expensive to get that stuff, and for me, it's just not worth it. But maybe one day it will be worth it. I don't know. Every company has to show you the data when requested. Yup. My home tab for YouTube won't load. Oof. I'm sorry. Did you see the thing I sent in Discord yesterday? Yes. I listened to it. I could actually hear you a lot better in that one. The audio is a little bit better mixed, so it was a little easier for me to hear. But I did hear. Did someone say something about YouTube not loading? Same here. Okay, I'm glad that we have confirmation. Jorby on the Twitch chat says that YouTube wasn't loading for them as well. So YouTube might be having some outages right now. To request your data, though, it does take up to 30 days for them to be able to get it to you. For me, it took only 5 days to get, but I suspect a lot of people are requesting their data right now just to see what's been stored. That may very well mean that you may have to wait a little longer than 5 days. I don't know. But I downloaded my packet a couple days ago because I wanted to see it, and I did look, and it was very interesting seeing all that stuff. It was actually really interesting. It was a lot less sure than I am about whether I'm male or female. I was really shocked at how unsure it was. I can actually pull up the exact stat because it was really interesting. Here, let me pull this up. Gotta go. All right, sounds good, Willow. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. It's a funny thing. I took 4 days to rest, 2 days to recalibrate, another rest day, and then the next day after a week hiatus. Essentially, body was on low fumes until yesterday. Dang, nothing changed in what I used to record. Well, you know, that's a-okay. That is a-okay. But I could hear you a lot better, and you sounded good, so I appreciate you sharing it with me. That's the fun thing. I get to listen to all the progression. Okay, so Discord says that there was a 69.3% chance that I was between the ages 13 and 17. Oh, Honey Bunna, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Let me also drop you a lurk. I'm not lurking anyone right now. I need to do that. But I appreciate you, genuinely. There we go. And then we'll also lurk. I usually do 2 people per stream. We'll also lurk you, because you're also usually around. There we go. Okay. Then there was a 25.8% chance that I was between 18 and 24. So it was confidently wrong. And then it was really interesting. It said I was 91.8% male. I don't know how it figures that out other than like my username, for example, it has the word king in it. So probably I would assume it would probably be able to guess based off of that alone. But then I don't know how it decided like that 8.2% of me might be female. I don't know where it pulled that part from. That's what I'm really confused about. And I wish I could understand it. I really, really wish I could understand it. Because I'm wondering if it's pulling it from data, like, from other people as well. Because of the people that I interact with. Because I used to, especially early on, I used to hang out a lot. And even now, my longest conversations, my longest voice calls are people who are women. It's just that tends to be the case. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, or if it's about the times I'm on, if it's flagged the amount of times I've talked about iced coffee. I don't know. It could be that I play Stardew Valley, I play Minecraft. Okay, we'll just hedge a guess here. I used to play The Sims a little bit, you know? like how stereotyped am I at this point? I don't know. But I feel like it's profiling me just a little bit. I don't know. Minecraft equals female. That's what I think it's saying to me. I don't know. It's definitely more, at least stereotypically leaning, than like Call of Duty or Halo. You know, those like a lot of first-person shooters, stereotypically are dominated by the men in the gaming field. Whether or not that's actually true, I don't have the stats in front of me to say that, but I know the stereotype has always pretty well been gaming is things boys do, and that's slowly shifted to being about 50-50. Actually, I think in some markets even women have overtaken men, which is absolutely awesome to see. I'm all about just having more people play games, regardless, but the stats are always interesting to look at. That's the Lantern. FPS is still mainly men, I think, probably, and it definitely depends on the game as well. For example, and this may just be due to what you can hear, because the games I've played, when it comes to people who mic up, Valorant is a heavily mic reliant game. People usually will play with a mic on that one. So you hear a lot more women in that game than you would, say, Call of Duty, where it's very toxic. It's very interesting to see all that stuff. So some other friends, and so far I have a 55-45 split on who can and struggle to hear me in that. They said the music was overpowering me at times, or I was too weak, or both. That was 45%. The other 5% hear me just fine. Really interesting. That is really, really interesting. I know my ears are just really bad. Today, in fact, while I was getting ready for stream, I was listening to Car Radio by 21 Pilots, one of my favorite songs by them. And I could not hear out of my right ear. I had it turned up, and I could only hear it in my left ear. I could not hear out of my right ear. But my left ear is just fine, really. So I know I have some problems, and so anytime somebody sends me a recording, especially if it's not downmixed to mono, I have to flip my earphones around a couple of times just to make sure I'm hearing both ears at some point in time, because depending on your device, even my mic, it usually actually sends through the left channel only, but I down mix to mono so that you guys can hear left and right. But for example, in Minecraft, I actually have it set where it's not mixed to mono. So for example, just even walking right now, the left and right footsteps are very slightly louder depending on which side is stepping. It's very, very quiet, but you'll notice it sometimes. the chickens are always on the right side. Well, not always, but they're on the right side right now. The music isn't down mixed to mono either, so it actually makes your ears a little happier. That's one of the interesting things about music, having the left and right channels alternate a little bit. It's pretty nice. Also, Reg being predicted to be female. Hehe. Thank you for the name tag. Appreciate it, Nathan. Quiddy, YouTube is down. I'll accept the subscriptions tab work. I'm sorry to hear that, Unicus. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I heard that YouTube is having some problems, but I'm glad that you guys are still able to see the stream at least. That's good. Sounds like Google's having some problems. Hopefully they'll get that fixed soon. I take it as a compliment, Reg. Women are great. I love women. Are those baby salmon? What in the world? I've never seen a salmon that small. Like, those are tiny. Those are tiny. Oh my goodness. They're kind of cute. You know what? I'm stealing one. I'm stealing it. Let's put you over here. I'm stealing all the babies. They're all mine. Wait, so is Grum Dinner Bone 2.0? Yeah. Grum and Dinnerbone both make mobs turn upside down in Minecraft. It's actually, I think Grum is a little lesser known, but they both, I think, did it around the same time. There we go. Baby fish. Baby fish. Oh, sad story, but yay, 21 pilots mentioned. Yeah! Even though it's a sad story. Losing hearing is fun. It's fine. It's chill. I can hear things around 20 feet away, even between walls. That's crazy to me. The only conclusion I can come to, 1, I am being masked on their end. 2, they don't have the trained ear for singing. 3, I'm matching to the point they can't hear me. That's all very, very possible. That would make sense. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Jorby, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Why is your face came upside down? I stream on Twitch as well, and so they use channel points, and sometimes that makes me upside down or black and white or not here at all. But it's a fun way that they can interact with the stream if they want. YouTube is broken right now. YouTube is so broken. Yeah. It's okay. Baby fish. Ellen Lee, thank you for spending your taxes. 40 times total. GG's. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Working my way up to 64 times and then committing tax evasion. I approve. I approve. Name it George Jr. Reference. George Jr. George Jr. I don't know if I know that one. The website to report when websites are down. Down detector is down. Oh, down detector is down. That's insane. The whole internet is going down. Just wait till Amazon starts having issues again. We'll be in trouble then, because YouTube will basically be down. Twitch will be down. I don't stream anywhere else. We'd be in trouble. I believe Discord runs on AWS as well, so we wouldn't even be able to hop over there. We'd be in trouble. Hey, chair stream. Reg, how long until you wait till how long did you wait till Discord data came? It took me 5 days to get, but I know it can take up to 30 days. YouTube down is actually currently #1 trending on Twitter. Dang. Spoke has a fish on unstable S&P named George Jr. I see. Okay. This is news to me. I actually do want to make a big fish pond for you guys to have fish in. I know Elfie does it, and I'm not stealing it necessarily from Elfie, but it's just nice to have a bunch of creatures that you guys could name. Eventually, I'd like to get to the point where you guys could name any creature, and we'd have like a place that we could put all of them, so that you could name them, and they'd be in this big garden of some sort, maybe. I'd also like to set it up so that you guys could name a villager within a town. Because at some point in time, we're going to have villagers down here. And when we do, they're all going to have name tags, and it'll give them a custom texture. So that they'll have like a dwarf kind of look to them. And it may be based around a player's skin, because you named it. So, for example, Swift, who did it, we'd base a dwarf skin around his Minecraft skin. And it would just be a basic template, but it would be easy enough for me to make en masse so that you guys could be in videos even that way. It would be kind of fun. They'd still be villagers functionally speaking, but visually speaking, it would just add a little bit of life, and it would add a way for you guys to be within the world as well, which would be fun. But that's a little ways away from right now, because we still don't have villagers. We still don't have even one mending book. So we've got a little way to go. Okay. Let me drink some water. What do we get? What do we get? Smite 4, Protection 3, Aqua Affinity. Well, that's not terrible. It's not great, though. I bet you fished more times than blocks broken. Maybe chasing a lot of bunnies. Consider yourself warned. Oh, dear. Bunnies? You can breed bunnies, right? If we caught all of the bunny variants, that's going to take a long time. But if we caught all of them, theoretically, I'd be fine, but it's gonna take a while. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, though. I'd be down. We're gonna have to try that sometime. So more... you said more fish than blocks broken. I have fished 1,848 times. Okay. How many blocks have I broken? 33,117. It won't be long. I will catch up. I will absolutely catch up. But we've got a little ways to go. You can breed them. Fishing loot is linked to the seed. It is, yes. But statistically, your odds will, still be the same. But until we get our first mending book, we can't calculate what in the world our pool is gonna look like yet. Is fishing the only way to get mending? You can get it through, villagers. But that's really easy, and I didn't really want to do villagers yet. I'm intentionally playing this world very slowly. So I thought, hey, let's just fish it. Which it could take, if everything goes perfectly, 30 hours to get all the mending books I need. That's assuming everything goes perfectly and I fish for 30 hours straight. It's fine, though. We'll be okay. Game plan, I'm gonna avoid spending channel points for the next 100 streams I join, except on taxes. Oh, boy. That's gonna be crazy. I'm one of Kitrix followers. Hey, Smiles, it's good to see you. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Grain grind time, a wise Tubbo once said. Bro's pulling a Grian did it better than me, let's be honest. Wouldn't it have been quicker to get a villager? Oh, absolutely. It would 100% would have been quicker to get a villager, which is why I'm not doing it. Villagers are fun, but the second you get villagers, the game becomes so easy. Now I could get villagers technically and just get maxed out gear and not have mending, but I didn't want to get mending and then have no reason to go down to the mines yet. I wanted my first set of mending to be like really hard earned if I could. Let's see. Doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I don't know why I thought the only other way was through chests like mob spawners. I'm trying to think if there's any other chests you can get mending from. You might be able to do it from end cities. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain. But that's fair. That is fair. It is a treasure enchant, so it's pretty rare. Needs to be online 24/7 every day for this to truly happen. It's gonna happen. Trust. When I stick around, I gain 1,000 channel points per stream. I don't know how, bro. It's wild. Hey, you know, I respect the grind. You going for VIP then? There's nothing in the world that can make me fish in Minecraft, but I respect the grind. Fair enough. This used to be the way to get mending. You used to have to fish, because villagers just didn't work the way they do now. And we would AFK fish all day and all night until we had mending books. I distinctly remember AFK fishing so that I could get mending for all my friends. It was fun because as somebody who had the PC that could be online at all times, I controlled the economy when it came to mending books. Nobody else could match the pace that I got them, so it was really good. Smiles, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Gadal, hello. Welcome on in on the YouTube side. AKK, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much. I'm going to drink a lot of water before bed, and this bed is going to go from white to yellow. I'm telling you now. That's a slight problem. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Imagine you build a house out of dirt, okay? But then you accidentally spill the water and your house becomes mud. That's an idea. You could find a tool or armor with mending on it from treasure like mob spawners and ruined portals, but not a book, I don't think. Also, Rag, you're being mean again to my internet. I'm sorry, Nikita. I hope your internet will forgive me. There we go. Smiles, Admiral, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Fish. What kind of music do you play? Like on the guitar or in game? In game, I just play the Minecraft soundtrack, whatever plays through music and sounds and constant music frequency. On the guitars over there, pretty much everything. One day it could be 21 Pilots, it could be Linkin Park, it could be Nirvana. The next day it could be Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, there's another one that I can't remember, and then even other days it could just be game soundtracks. Like one day I was working on transposing? I don't know if that's not the term. Composing, I guess, because I was learning how to play by ear Relic, the Minecraft music disc once, because I had never seen anybody else have a tab for it, so I started making my own. I never actually finished it, but it sounded pretty good. I need to finish it. That would more be transposing. I guess it's transposing. Transposing would make the most sense, but that's also kind of like... Usually that's taking, like, already written notes and then moving it up or down. But I suppose it could also just be taking somebody else's work and translating it into something playable. That may be the better definition of transposing. I don't know. I don't really operate on that side of music very often. I usually just play. So when it comes to the technical terms on that stuff, I'm kind of a little bit of a... It's a little bit of a mystery to me, I suppose. Next guitar strum, I'm gonna get you to play some modern baseball. I gotta listen to them to make sure I understand it. Want me to pose? Crazy. Thanks for showing up. We had a new mod last stream. Oh yeah, Pointless. The new mod. I was doing a thing and I heard Linkin Park and music. What's happening? I was talking about what I play on guitar. So, Linkin Park came up. Love the diversity of music, best way to play for sure. Yeah. I'm trying to get into playing some other sorts of more impressive music. There's an artist that I have recently encountered. I probably have been listening to her for about 6 months, maybe a year now. But she's very unknown. But Nicole Alexis, really, really do love her stuff. And she released a new song called Don't Tell Me to Breathe. And it is a really good song. It sounds great, and it would be really fun to play. It's a struggle. It is a struggle to play, though. It's very impressive, though, if I could manage it. So I'm trying to learn it. But there's not a ton of recordings for me to reference to see if I can do it right. We'll see, though. We will see. It's cool. I play too, mostly death metal, though. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Metal's fun. How long have you been playing, AK? Pointless to take back my gross comment. First time I see Pointless, and I've been here all streams for the past 10 months or something. He predates me. Yeah, he's in college. That's why we don't see him as much as we'd like. He's got better things to do or something like that. I don't know. Let's play Raining Blood by Slayer on acoustic. Impress everyone and anyone. When it comes to impressing people with the acoustic guitar, I play, I don't really play ever, but when I do, I usually play Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. Or, I've been learning how to play Misguided Ghosts by Paramore. He plays Wonderwall. I can't play Wonderwall. But Misguided Ghosts sounds pretty, on the acoustic. But if I could play a Slayer song on acoustic, I'd be... I think I might actually ascend. So I think I might have to go soon. Accidentally been on data for the past 45 minutes. Oh no. Nikita. Please do go if you need to. Conserve the data, please. Didn't you say you would play Baby Shark next guitar stream? Did I? If I did, I will. I will play it. I played it for my nieces and nephew. They asked me to when they were here for Christmas, so I played it. I would play it for you guys as well. Close to 3 years. Wow, okay. 3 years is a good amount of time. I've been playing for a long time, but I only really started taking it serious for... I took it seriously for a year, got, like, intermediate, and then I stopped learning, and then I kind of picked it up again for a couple of months, got serious, and went like top upper intermediate, I would say, especially when it comes to like chording. I want to get into solos, though. That's the fun stuff. We touched on the subject and you didn't object, so okay, I can do it. I can do it. We'll make it happen. King Red God, he ascended from Nog after playing Slayer on acoustic guitar. There was a time where I did this only reminded me because you said God. I was thinking of Rap God by Eminem, but a different Eminem song was Lose Yourself. I did play that on acoustic, and I rapped along with it on stream once because people were saying I didn't have aura. So I mom spaghettied them. I started when I was 20. Wish I started way earlier, but I'm just glad I started. Heck yeah, best time to start is now because you can't ever go back. Funny that we actually just went back in time. Really funny that we just went back in time. But you know, you can't go back to tell yourself to start earlier. But now's the perfect time. Mom spaghettied my viewers one time. Crazy. You lost yourself in the music, man. Got lost in the sauce. King Rapnog, that's me. Everyone knows I'm a rapper. Everyone knows. Everyone knows I can rap. My first decently edited video, nice. It's the best time to do it. I get that because I haven't touched mine in... Uh-oh. So long. There we go. It took forever for that message to come through. I'm sorry, Nikita. I got half of it, but it did not want to send me the other half. That's fair. That is completely fair. I would play my guitar a lot more if I didn't spend so much time creating. But right now I'm in a busy season when it comes to making videos. Like I gotta fully record and edit a video tonight to release tomorrow, which is a scary thought. Welcome on in, Raiders. How's it going, honey bun? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let me well, I already gave you a shout out. I forget I do that automatically now. How was your stream? You guys were playing some Fortnite, right? How did it go? Did you get any wins by chance? And play a little bit of keyboard piano. That's fun. I really want to learn keyboard and piano at some point. I think it would be a lot of fun. I should pick it up again. I can't wait to be awful. Hey, you know, everybody, you know, I will say this much. For me, when I quit for a little while, it was kind of like riding a bike. You know, you don't truly forget, but you lose some of the skill. And you have to kind of work yourself back into it. So for me, it was like, you know, I can't read sheet music anymore. I cannot read sheet music for the life of me. I used to be able to, but I can't. I lost that. But I can still kind of play a little bit by ear. I still know my scales. I still know most of my chords. And because of the chording... or because of the scales that I do know, I can also kind of chord off of that as well. But no matter how long I spend away from that guitar, I can usually kind of pick it back up within a matter of an hour or two. There's been times where I haven't played for 3 months and we went to a guitar store and my dad's like, hey, you should try this guitar. It's the most expensive one in the store. Like, okay. And, you know, you start off with the basics. You go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll swap to bar chords now because I'm a little warmed up. Probably saying it's been ages. I believe in you. I believe in you, Nikita. I think you'd do great. Fortnite and Minecraft. Very nice. Awesome. Both wonderful games. Also... okay, people are freaking out about YouTube. I'm getting messages about it. Eat, sleep, drink, walk over. Yes, if you need to hop out, raid, and run, do any of the post-stream things, please take care of yourselves. This goes for you two raiders, not just Honey Bun, but all of you. Take care of yourselves. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now, everybody's joking now. Clocks run out, time's out, up, over, blouse, snap back to reality. Hope there goes gravity, hope to go... I don't need to keep going. You guys get the point. You just gotta get lost in the music. It's okay. I'm so terrible at chords, but I can play some quite technical riffs. That's fair. I find chording to be a lot easier for me, but it's because I can hide a lot of my mistakes, and also I do prefer to sing along with whatever I'm playing, but I want to get better at the notation so that I can do more fun things with you guys on stream as well. I can read sheet music in terms of rhythms, not finger placement for notes of guitar. Fair enough. I can't even do that much, so you're doing much better than me. I'm so terrible at chords. I just redeemed chair stream, so it gives Reg time to pick his nose. It's true. That's exactly what I do when chair stream is redeemed. I just like full dig, you know. Like it's a wonder if you could even see any of my finger by the time I'm like as deep as I get. You do it all the time, do you? Good deflection. I approve. Hey, can you read the news on YouTube? I saw your status come through on my phone that YouTube is down, and I've had some people in chat tell me that YouTube is down, which is unfortunate. It's crazy that YouTube is down already in the year, but you're gonna pop a blood vessel in your nose. I pop blood vessels all the time. Mostly from stress, but sometimes I can't take myself seriously. No, I don't actually pick my nose. I used to. As a kid, it was a problem. But then again, what kid didn't? Like, let's be honest here for a second. Most kids probably pick their nose. Like, the number is definitely greater than 75%. First time since 2018. Jeez, really? Wow. Did you see Asuma did a cover of Raining Blood by Slayer a couple days ago? No, I didn't. That's awesome. I'll check it out. I used to watch all of the Asuma, videos, including the guitar covers and such. But I haven't watched any recently. Sometimes I see his stuff come across on TikTok when I'm not supposed to be on there. Snacks, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Whoever designed the word chest plate pattern. I was watching a little too much Ninjago Season 5 at the time. What was Ninjago Season 5? I forget. I did watch, like, most of Ninjago when it was still airing, so... It's popped up on my recommended yesterday. He killed it. That's awesome. I'll have to listen to it sometime then. You're gonna get nosebleeds like a swimmer does? Oh, jeez. I used to get really bad nosebleeds, but it was because my brother would punch me in the face. And then I'd also get it from the seasonal allergies. It was not a good time. Oh, that's not good. I should probably, like, get a lightning rod, shouldn't I? Let's make a quick lightning rod. How do you make a lightning rod? Is it just 3? turn off fire spread. Fire spread would be the more logical solution here. I won't lie. Yeah, it's just 3. Okay. The one was where Moro is introduced. Moro. Moro. Who is Moro? I don't think anyone plays with that on. I can't recall the last time I ever actually played with it on, to be entirely honest. Good source of protein or something. I forget, but there was like, I Googled it one time on stream about if it was bad for you to eat your boogers. And I forget the context behind it. But basically, it's not bad for you, and it could be argued that it's actually good for you. But it's more likely that it's just neither good or bad. It's just nothing. Despite YouTube being down, I'm just better. Welcome back to the YouTube Side Snacks. Hello. Cat King, hi. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Fishing simulator indeed. Yes, YouTube is crashing. Unfortunately, they're experiencing a major outage, but your subscription box still works. So this is just a benefit of being subscribed to the King Regnog MC YouTube channel. Am I right, guys? Popped up on my recommended yesterday. You killed it. Possession, that's the SSN name. Social. It can't be social security number. Season? Season. It's the season name. Possession is the season name. So I'm assuming that was probably the ghost season. I didn't finish that one. But I do remember watching most of that one, I think. Because, like, that one has an episode called Sticks and Stones. I don't remember how I could tell you that I remember Sticks and Stones was an episode name, but I do remember that. I distinctly remember it. Sneak is from your own body, so nothing that your brain doesn't already have in it. Exactly. I'm not saying you should eat it, but you could. Moro is the ghost arc where a past student of Wu came back to get revenge on Wu and all of Ninjago, I believe. Oh, okay. I never finished it. I do remember watching part of it, but I never ended up finishing it. Sticks and Stones, River, Sticks, yes. Thank you. It's been a long time. I have something to watch now. Hey, well, welcome in. Whoa, it's the freaking King Regnog. I thought the relevancy of the golden dandelion killed him. No, you can't keep me down. You can't keep me down. Basically, do you remember what the GI torzos look like? That's essentially ward trim. I don't, but I can Google it. I'm gonna assume it's gi. Gi. Or torsos? Torsos. Oh, gi torsos. Yeah, okay. I can't read. I cannot read. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Images. That is the GI. Oh, I'm getting an eye full of GI tracts. Oh, no. If you don't know a GI tract, this is a great anatomy lesson for you all. Gastrointestinal tract. That is what I'm seeing right here. Thank you, Google. Just what I wanted. Lego. Okay. And then I wanted to see word armor trim. Okay. Okay, I can see it. I can definitely see where you're coming from there. Welcome on in, Raiders. Water Ghost, how's it going? I was actually lurking your stream too. How are you doing? What were you guys up to? I didn't get to see what you were doing, but I did see that you were live.
Hello there.
Unix. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong. You can correct me. I would be a-okay with it. How are you doing, though? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need to pop some lurks here. There we go. We were mossing. Ah, mossing. Okay. How did the mossing go? Was it a good time? What were you mossing? That is the question. Let me catch up on chat. My bad, guys. Wait, wasn't there a quote about this? Let me check Discord. Yes. I love fishing. Fishing is fun. How you doing, Rag? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Panda? It's good to see you. If you're sodium deficient, eat boogers. King Ragnog, 19th of December, 2025. Gi hard G, yes. The trim reminds me of Season 2 Ninjago shoulder guards during the True Potential arc. Just flipped around. I need to watch Ninjago again. I should ask Admiral if he would like to watch Ninjago. We'll watch the entire series all over again. Wouldn't the boogers be low on sodium too then? I suppose they would be. Probably. I don't know. I know the bulk of mucus is made up by sodium. I know that. Well, a lot of it is. It's not, maybe not the bulk, but yeah. Jace, hello, welcome on in. Fishboy with his fishies, hello everyone, hello. Tell them to bring out the lobster. The liquid phantom. Oh no. It was painful since it was mostly in a skyblock fashion. Oh, that kind of mossing. Oh boy. The ghosts of Ninjago season 5 are allergic to this user. That's right. They weren't able to touch water, right? I forgot about that. That was sort of a major plot point. I remember being so obsessed with Lego Ninjago, though. Ninjago trivia stream? Oh, jeez. I could probably not tell you anything except up until spoilers for a really old TV show that might... I mean, it's old at this point, but when Lloyd became the Golden Ninja, that is probably the latest I could tell you, I think. Maybe. End of season 2. Although, didn't they also have the season where the Overlord came back? And there was like all the robots and stuff. That was a season that I seem to remember watching, and I do also remember watching a season where they like did the contest of champions or whatever, and one of the guys says make noodles not trouble. I can remember that, but I couldn't tell you why they were fighting or what their names were. Yes, that was a good season. I used to be so obsessed with Ninjago, I stopped watching after Sons of Garmadon. I didn't know there was a Sons of Garmadon arc. How old? How old what? How old is Ninjago? That's a good question. I remember when it first started airing. Hey Siri, when did the first Ninjago season start? Rise of the Snakes started in December 2011 and ran until April 2012. Somebody can do the math on that. Oh, you're so behind. I'm so confused. That was a good season. Season 3, yes, the Overlord came back and made the Nindroid army. Okay. Okay, I'm following here now. I'm doing pretty good. My nose has been running all day, but so far I've been able to catch it. Got homework to deal with, but it's totally no biggie. Dude, go do your homework. I may be here when you get done, or not, but your homework is more important. It really is. Season 4 is Contest of Champions, Tournament of Elements. Ninjago is 14 or 15 years old. Jeez. That is wild to me. Absolutely wild. Hello, Voided. It's good to see you. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Leather. The main ninja were fighting on the island because of the news. Zane was alive and held captive by Chen. Okay. I kind of recall that a little bit now. Just a little. There's a lot of strange things going on. Every season had like has things that I just don't recall in general. Like I could not tell you why in the world. Well, I know why he had 4 arms, but he didn't used to have 4 arms. But Lord Garmadon got 4 arms at some point. I know why he got them, but I don't know how he got them. It was weird. It was really, really weird to me. I've never seen Ninjago, and all I know about it is that it vaguely reminds me of Ninja Turtles, which I haven't seen either, and that it is constantly hyped. Ninjago was good in the earlier seasons. The later seasons, I felt like it fell off a little bit, but that was just my personal opinion. I may just have aged out of it, or maybe I missed something in there as well. That's very possible. But that was just my personal take on it. And so that was also, it just wasn't as important to me as I got older because I became more busy. Ninja Turtles was very good, though. The 2012 animated Ninja Turtles series, I seem to remember being very good up until pretty much the end. Although that being said, I don't think I watched the last 2 seasons, so that may be incorrect. Who knows? Unix, welcome in. Thank you for your taxes. I appreciate it. Sons of Garbodon was season 8, aired back in 2018. I definitely didn't watch that one then. Okay. You're so behind that we've gotten a second Tournament of Elements. And there was a second Tournament of Elements. Oh my goodness. I gotta watch it at some point, and then I can tell you guys what I actually think. Season 4 was fun with it having 2 plots. Season 4. Okay, my bad. I can't remember these things. What was season 4? You told me. You did tell me. Season 4 was... You're gonna have to tell me again. I can't find it. What was season 4? Contest of Champions? Okay, yeah, no. I got it. Okay. Yeah, that one was pretty good. That was pretty good. You're right. I seem to really remember liking it because the emotional stakes were there. And it was very satisfying seeing the character arcs that were being presented. At least from what I remember. I feel weird because I have no ratings under 3 stars on Letterboxd. But I just like most movies, I don't know. Letterboxd. Is that like a movie rating thing? I need to start using that if that's a thing, because I want to start tracking all the movies I watch at some point in time, because I've watched a lot. But honestly, there is very few movies that I would put under half. There are very, very few movies that I'd put under there. Movie logging / rating app. I'll have to download it. You know what? I'll do that right now. See, this is why we keep Coral around, guys. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Letter box. There we go. There we go. All right. It's downloading now. I will have that. You need to be more critical. You need to be more positive. But why do my AP English homework, my ethics project, prepare for my pre-calc test, or read for AP US history when I can watch one of the best streamers out there? The age-old question. You know, I can respect that. I put off a lot of things to watch streamers too, so I get it. I would not hedge a bet to say I'm the best streamer, or one of the best even, but I appreciate it. Lord Garmadon can control his arm count according to like season 16 through 18. There's 16 to 18 seasons? What? Huh? Season 7 was the last good one. What was season 7? I may have seen it. I just don't remember it. I watched all the other seasons several times. But after the Ghost Possession season, whatever it was, I don't really recall much, I guess. I think Ninjago fell off after the Possession arc, in my opinion, although Sons of Garmadon was decent. That's not how ratings work. Thank you for the lurk, Uni. I appreciate it. Hello, are you on Java or Bedrock? I am on Java right now. Hello, Mr. Passionate. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. My letterbox top 4 is Interstellar, The Godfather, Pulp Fiction, and Forrest Gump. I can hugely vouch for Interstellar and Forrest Gump. Great movies. I've not actually seen Pulp Fiction or Godfather, despite hearing a lot about them. But Interstellar and Forrest Gump, great movies. I 100% agree. So far, the only 2 childhood shows I constantly come back to are Avatar: The Last Airbender and Gravity Falls, as they're both absolutely peak on their own outside of the context of being a kid's show. That's fair. Avatar: The Last Airbender was pretty good. I haven't watched it all the way through, but I remember when it was still on TV, my brother and I would watch it all the time. And it was really good. It was really good. We didn't watch Gravity Falls, though. We ended up getting rid of our cable by then, and we just moved to antenna only. We didn't really watch TV. We weren't much of a TV household. Like, we watched TV a little bit, but as we got older, it just kind of went into why watch TV when we could play video games? Well, why watch TV when I could call somebody on the phone? Why watch TV, this and that? And like, that's not a diss on any of you guys if you like to watch TV. I'm glad you guys like things. But that's why we ended up cutting our cable pretty early. Also because it costs a lot of money. That too. Didn't expect you to be a fan of The Godfather and Pulp Fiction. That's fair. Reg is so out of the loop with Ninjago. I can tell. I'm really out of it. Didn't you love that season where everyone died? That was a fire one. Huh? The season where everyone... And... What? And Avatar: The Last Airbender? I didn't know everybody died. Hello, Aaron Phillips. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Gaybot. I love your name. Can you play? Not today. I am currently playing on my solo world. So nobody can join on this one. But maybe another time I'll be on a server where you can join in and it'll be fun. I thought you'd be more of a girly girl. That's interesting. I don't know what I expected Coral to like and not like. I don't know. I didn't expect girly girl, but I don't know if I would have expected necessarily like I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know. What do you think my favorite color is? Pink? Or I was actually thinking like some sort of blue. Probably close to the blue that you've got for your name on Twitch. I'm assuming that blue is the blue you said. It usually is. But that's just the color I imagine because that's the color I see you with. Although pink would make sense as well. That is your Discord profile picture, isn't it? It's got like, I guess a coral kind of pink. You know, this died. Note, sit reg down in a VC and group watch all of Avatar: The Last Airbender with them. Here we go. I need to... I might ask Admiral if he would like to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender as well, because I know he probably doesn't remember any of it, and he'd probably enjoy it. I don't know though. Hello Zendrix, and hello Alan Jan I can say your name. Alan Drangebar. How are you doing? I'm gonna call you Alan if that's all right. I was jogging. Ninjago. Okay, I see. Reg, I sent you an image in Discord. Just remember this is the thing I was referencing with the ward trim. Okay, gotcha. I'll check it out. You'll be my guess. Green? Really? Green? Green is a shade of yellow, so I'm kind of right. No? I mean, he's kind of right. Yeah. He's out of line, but he's right. Like, technically, I mean, you do need yellow in order to make green. Huh. I don't like that you're right, but you kind of are. All right, let me sleep, and then I'll check out whatever you sent me, Rift. Boop. Okay, Rift. Ah, okay, yeah, I see it. Also, I will have to check out that file you sent after the stream. Boop. 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 Hey, note to self, send a reminder to Reg every day until he schedules the time to group watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. One day. There's so many things I need to watch. Kind of funny how similar they are. It really is. Oh man. Right there. It's right there. Blue plus red equals purple. This is true. Purple is such a good color. I like purple. Although I won't lie, I am increasingly a fan of pink. Like, pink as a color is actually a huge W. But I also like blue. I haven't found the right shade of green that I like yet. But I'm hoping I'll find a color that I like that's green. Purple minus red equals blue. We're so far into society that colors are now math. I love it. This is also my personal reminder to actually show up to streams more. No, you're chill, dude. You're fine. In your defense, I only stream 3 times a week at most now. So, like, if you even catch one, you might be catching 50% of the streams that week. I'm pretty sure my baby brother's favorite color is pink, and I vibe with that. Yeah, pink is actually pretty good. Like, I like it. I do like it. There's not really a color I outright hate. But there's very certain shades. Like, absolute yellow is bad. I don't like absolute yellow. But yellow with a little bit... a different shade of yellow isn't so bad. Two plus 2 equals 3. Oh. Oh. I don't know about that one. Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. I equals C word index of I minus 1 returns B. Huh? Hello, Armand. Hello, how are you doing? Incorrect code, but close enough. I was like, I think I'm having an aneurysm here. Is fishing for mending a reference to Grian? It's a reference to me. I'm fishing for mending. I'm playing in my Minecraft Forever world. And there's no time limit on this world, so I can actually, like, just fish until I get the book I want. Now, once I get all of my mending books from fishing, I'll actually get villagers next time. But I wanted to really get as much mending from fishing if I could. But I do know Grian also did it, yeah. And it sounds like pain and suffering, and we're still here, so. Mending books from fishing will probably take you 30 plus hours for a full set. Yep. I've also run the numbers. It doesn't sound pleasant, but you know, we've done an okay amount of casts. I mean, it's not like a great amount, but we have fished 2,057 times. So our first mending book is just around the corner, hopefully. I don't know if my brain is still following. It's okay. Mine isn't either. IP freely, huh? UP freely? That's awesome, dude. I'm proud of you. Might be a good time to sneak away and go to bed. People's brains are working overtime right now. Definitely go to bed, Nikita. Definitely go to bed. I appreciate you being here, but sleep. Sleep. Hey guys, can you spell iCup? The correct code. Word 1 equals C. Word 1 minus 1 returns B. That sounds a lot more right. That sounds a lot more right. I can't. Did you guys have that lag too? That was bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're fine. We're chilling. Shadow Money Fisher Gang. We love casting rods. What? I don't know. Brain not understand. Oh, good night. Good night. Got it reg. Bad lag. Okay. Glad to know it's not just me. ICUP. I got you. Haha. Lightning Viper. Hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let me drink. You actually got it yourself. You said it. Hey, man. Maybe I do CUP. Who knows? I'd be a lot more concerned if I CUP and Panda also sees UP. That sounds like a security breach on more than one front. But, I can't help it. Maybe it's a you problem. It's mainly a data thing. It's draining because you crashed my internet and it hasn't gone back up. No, oh no, I'm sorry, Nikita. Yes, go do your things. I appreciate you being here. Night night, have fun with the rest of the stream, everyone. Good luck, Greg. Thank you, I appreciate it, Nikita. You're amazing. I also started for a world. Very nice. What have you gotten up to in it so far? I'm curious. All Minecraft YouTubers can CUP. It's in the contract. Exactly. If you can't CUP, then are you even a Minecraft YouTuber? I don't know, man. I don't know. Bro wants to be gone. It's funny. Get good streaks. Oh. I am tired, but I'm not gonna end yet. I definitely want to make it at least to the 2-hour mark. I don't think you responded or I didn't hear it, but how long did it take you to receive your requested data from Discord? It took me 5 days to get, but it can take up to 30 days from my understanding. Most people get it within 2 weeks, though. So right now, the wait times aren't too bad. 5-ish days, and you should get it. It came in a very, very small packet, though. Like, it was 1.4 gigs, but once you unzip it, it's like 16 gigs. And the analytics folder, or the analytics file, the JSON file, it is so big that you cannot open it in Notepad. You actually have to open it in like Visual Studio. And even Visual Studio doesn't want to open it. But that was the only way I could get it open, actually, was opening it in an IDE. Can I ask, Greg, why are you choosing the fish for mending? I didn't want to do it the easy way. Villagers would have been, like, really, really, really fast. And I felt like mending should be a little bit more of a challenge. So, you know, this keeps me in the early game a little bit longer. And it's a little bit of something unique. And it makes me not take for granted just how easy mending is to get. This used to be how you could only get mending, was fishing. Admittedly, we all AFK fished back then. And I have not done AFK fishing at all here. But that's why I'm choosing to fish, is mostly just to slow me down intentionally. Survived 130 days, made a house. I spent the 30 days getting netherite tools and armor. I'm currently working on a custom village for my villagers too. Kingdom. Ooh, okay. That sounds awesome. You've been speeding along. It's fun. That's really fun. Honestly, if you don't enjoy the early game, I don't support people staying in the early game. Like for me, for example, technically speaking, I am staying here at my detriment because I am not building, you know, I can't get a bunch of diamond tools that have mending so I can do this as efficiently as possible. And I haven't been to the Nether yet, so I don't have a beacon. It has been to my detriment. You know, I don't have wings, so I can't just fly over to that mountain over there and do a build up there instead. You know, there are a lot of things to consider about playing the game slowly. And admittedly, it probably is hurting me to some degree. But I am enjoying it as well. Boop. Gotchas. Are you gonna eat fish as a food source? Fish suck. I am eating them for now, but once I get steak, I probably won't. I'll probably... I think you can trade fish off to fishermen villagers, so we may just do that for a little bit as well as a possibility. I don't know, though. We'll see. Exactly why I support the villager rebalances. Actually makes it an interesting challenge. I also do, but I also understand why people don't like that. For people who play on a world that does reset, it makes it insanely more difficult to actually get all the enchantments you need. My argument would be that villagers shouldn't be the best way to get enchants, and we should actually add a better, more fun way to get them, and then make villagers a little more difficult. But once you set up the infrastructure, it's already there, is the kind of thing. I do like the idea of having them where, you know, villagers born in different regions have different trades. I do like that. But I also understand why people would have an aversion to it as well. I'm neither for or against it. I myself, in the current state that I'm playing in this game, I feel like using villagers this early would have been dishonest to the way I started playing the game, at least in my opinion. Also forgot to mention I got max armor and tools, not trying to flex or anything. Nice. That's good. That's good. It will give you a lot of capabilities so that you can actually start building and focus on building instead of, you know, whatever I'm doing right now, you know. There's something to be said about that. There's nothing wrong with playing at your own pace. That's the big thing. I think a lot of times we get so caught up on people not playing our way that we get like frustrated. But I think the big thing is if you're having fun with it and it's the way you want to play, then that's the way you should play. It's pretty nice. So like the fact that you're already at that point, mind-blowing to me. I could never. I don't know what day I'm on. I don't think I have it set on the... I do. I'm on 184 days. And I'm still rocking diamond tools with very basic enchants. But it's nice to slow down, especially after how much we were doing in Twitch SMP, where it was constantly just building and grinding. This has been fun to just kind of slow down and play slow. Dune or Snout Chestplate King? I actually think I prefer Dune. I respect the idea. It's a good one. Yeah. I prefer Forever as a builder, because Redstone I do in the form of decked out. And building and survival is more of an art or architecture. Often off and on. Often off and on. Yeah, an architecture of on and off than pure grind for a story or some grand city. Yeah, I tend to agree there. When it comes to building, it's hard for me to justify it on an SMP at the scale I like to build, just because it's always a crunch to get it all done. I do like the idea of SMPs. I would love to be on a good one, but I gotta find the right one so that it works for me. Human, I must ask a question. What do you think of the Nosy situation? I have no clue who Nosy is. This is all news to me. Bray, this is not a viewer joinable server. This is my single player survival world. Nathan, that's crazy. Speaking of Dunes, what did you think of Avid's new song? I actually haven't listened to Dunes yet. I need to. It's on my list. It's just been buried under a bunch of other stuff too. So I'll listen to it at some point soon, hopefully. I was into Snout for a bit, but I think Dune is objectively better. That's fair. That's fair. Nothing wrong with liking Snout. I have no clue how to say her name. Anugara? How are you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. The Nosy situation is basically a guy trying to build an animatronic based on some game in his garage. I see. Okay. So somebody building Five Nights at Freddy's in real life, essentially. That's fair. I don't have any thoughts on it. So long as he's taking the precautions so that it doesn't hurt innocent people, then I don't have an issue with people recreating things in real life. I used to watch the Hacksmith all the time, and what he would do is he made a lot of crazy things. He made a lot of crazy things that could have been very dangerous, but he only ever used it on himself or his employees. To test it out, and I used to watch his stuff all the time. He was a really good content creator back in the day. You can make ghost blocks by using offhand and dropping the blocks at the same time. Yes. My friend Tactical Slime actually showed me how to do that on Twitch SMP a couple months ago, which is crazy. Today, Poppy Playtime 5 will launch. Oh, they're still putting out chapters for that? That's awesome. I played the first chapter when Chapter 2 came out, and then I never got around to finishing it, but it was a pretty good game. Technoblood, huh? You could use the fish to tame so many cats. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. No, you're actually the first one to say that, Ellently. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. YouTube is still experiencing plenty of issues, so just be patient, everyone. Oof. I'm sorry that YouTube's having trouble, guys. Hello, The Crest. Hope you're doing well. It's fair. Also, I've been interested in finding new songs for a while, so if you have any recommendations, that would be great. You guys loaded me down with a bunch of suggestions a little while ago. I need to go back through and listen to them, but one of the ones I know off the top of my head that I liked a couple of their songs was CRX had a couple of songs. And then I'm trying to remember the other person. I can't remember their name. I'll find it. Give me 1 second. Agnes Obel. I like their stuff too. I seem to remember liking Middle Class Rut. Bad Flower had a couple of cool songs. I think Sunfish had some cool ones. What else? And then we're back into Linkin Park, so I can't really say. I definitely recommend Linkin Park. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I can say I recommend it to you because you already know Linkin Park, so it doesn't really do me a lot of good to recommend it. You're the only video that appears on my homepage. Dude, I am, like, actually being stacked. Thank you, YouTube. The algorithm has blessed me. Thank you so much, YouTube. Hello, Alice Gamer. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I'd love to watch stream more, but I'm guessing you're urged to play games right now. I'm guessing you're urged to play games right now. Huh? You're getting the urge to play games? That's fair. That is completely very fair. Go play games, man. Appreciate you watching, though. You're amazing. What do you mean by noise? What do you think of System of a Down Rug? I like a couple of their songs, but not... Most of them I've heard aren't for me, but I do like some of them. That being said, Spotify was heavily pushing one that was a little strange, and I don't mean any offense if any of you like the song. It was just a little out there for me. It said something about kombucha mushroom people, and I can't keep a straight face. Something about who will believe you. I felt I was going insane listening to it. It was a lot of fun listening to some of their music, though. So I do like some of their songs. Or I think there was at least potential of me liking it, at least. So, you know, they're not ruled out entirely. It's just been a slow burn going through the list and removing things that I definitely don't like and finding homes for the ones that I do. Hey King, I just got my whole world taken away from me by 2 pairs of idiots. Huh? Who took your world away, man? What the heck? Upside down. You were upside down. I was Australian for a minute there. Hello, Angela. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I would love to watch stream, but I'm having very strong urge to play games. It's a weird way of saying nice. 2 pairs to 4 idiots. Yes. Bro, hello, Ash. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I came in here since Reg is one of my comfort streamers. Aw. Well, I'm glad I can be that for ya. I tried listening to System of a Down and just found them very weird. They're a little strange. But there are some songs that I could see myself enjoying, probably. It's kind of like an acquired taste, from my understanding. Here's your dab. Also, my, like, abdominal side muscles are killing me. I don't know what I did. Sugar, System of a Down. Yeah, that's the one, I think. The thing with System of a Down is they have a lot of different songs, but a lot of very fun, funny, and random songs. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dab for the 4K. 4K. 4K, 4K. 4K, 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 4K. I think I missed something, I don't know. 4K YouTube. Oh, okay. 4K YouTube, huh? Wait. I'm confused. I'm a little bit confused. Huh? Oh, 4K hours. My bad. My brain is not doing a thing today. It is not doing a thing. I need to sleep. Bum, 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 bum. You need to sleep? I do. I really do. My first thought too. So you know how I was working on my Bamboo Kingdom with Moss earlier today? Someone stole my kingdom and griefed it. I spent around 4 nights on that. Bruh. Is there anything you can do about that? Like, is there any rules that can be invoked to get it fixed by chance? I don't know if it's a server with like core protect or anything like that, but they can usually undo griefings with that at least. Um, you know how I read that? 4K YouTube, you need sleep. Also, I'm not sure it was obvious, but System of a Down is heavily inspired by Slayer. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to any of the Slayer songs you recommended, but I do have them in the list. But from the little bits I have heard just over time of Slayer in general, I could definitely see it. I would say, from what I know right this second, System of a Down is like more whimsy Slayer, maybe, possibly. Is that a good word to use there? No, since Lagundo says that it is all part of the experiments. I see. Okay, I'm sorry. That sucks. What's your question, Kirsten? Ba-ba-bum. I'm not using my channel points. It's so full. I'm not using my channel points to its full potential. That's fair. Thank you for the hydrate. You're gonna have to just trust me. I'm gonna slurp it so you can hear it, okay? I don't know if you could hear that at all, but I did it. Nose picking time? It is. It really is nose picking time. Also, my mic is like super delayed right now, so I'm going to mute and then unplug and replug it here in a couple of seconds. So I saw you have very less people watching, so I joined and realized you're a good streamer. Though I appreciate that. Thank you, Monarch. Thank you so much. We were all on purple app. That's why. Yeah, we have a much larger base over on the purple app, but I'm on YouTube as well, just to give you guys the option to watch there if that's where you'd prefer. So down is zooted Slayer. That tracks. That tracks. Okay, let me fix my mic delay. Hello, Kamal. Hello. Welcome on in. You need to update your truth form. You have gotten more stuff in your room now since then. I'm gonna hopefully clean the stuff up so that, you know, that stuff back there isn't there because that's not supposed to be there. But yeah. All right. Check. Okay, that's good. My lamp also turned off for some reason. Oh. I don't know what I did, but my left... I'm trying to think what it's been a while since I took anatomy. So my left abdominal right above the hip, whatever that is bugging me right now. You have a great skill of terraforming and landscaping. I appreciate that. Hey, well, thank you. That means a lot. You saw my terraforming. That's awesome. I've done a lot of better. Landscaping in the past, but we're gonna have so much more here in the future as well. Check complete. Heck yeah. You need the YouTube stuff. I actually have all the watch time I need, but if you guys always just want to send your viewership that way, it's a-okay as well. Because it helps more people find it and all those fun things as well. How to get VIP here? There is no VIP on the YouTube side, unfortunately. The purple app does have VIP, though. Like a spot that hurts after running or jogging. People have a spot that hurts after running or jogging? This is news to me. This is news to me. I don't think so. Maybe. You on Kick? No, I don't stream on Kick. It's a possibility that one day we do, though. But I wanna get used to being on YouTube and the other places that I'm actually posting actively before I hop on another one. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Isn't that what happens if you're not breathing right when running? Kick is for people who are banned from Twitch. Yeah. Most of the time. Unsure to be honest. Yeah, your side hurts from running because of the muscles contracting while stretching and contracting. That would make sense. I don't know. I've never had that happen to me. It's quite literally. I can stand up and show you guys. Okay, so this is my hip right here, right? Right there. Right here. So this just facing directly to you, right here. Somewhere in that zone. Mostly lower though, so right about here. It sucks. It sucks. I don't know what's going on today. Today in specific. But it hates me. It hates me. I'm back. Have you gotten a single mending book? I have not, no. I have really bad luck, I think. But we've been fishing for 2 hours and still nothing. So, I don't know. Actually, there are many people who don't know about good YouTubers like you, and they usually watch 2 or 3 YouTubers. But in my case, I watch many YouTubers, and you became one of my favorites. Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot. That does mean a lot. You're absolutely right though. There's a lot of underrated YouTubers out there. That light is flashing. Mildly concerning. Open your inventory. I mean, this has mending, but why don't you play Mace PvP? I tried it. It's cool. I am not good at PvP. I don't really love it, to be entirely honest. Have you only gotten fish? Well, I mean, like, I've been putting fish over here. I guess, like, I've been emptying the inventory a couple of times every night. So I mean, I've got a lot, but no mending yet. Kind of. I've got this like blanket underneath me, which usually is fine, but it's like really, really hot right now. I don't know what's with that. You can have a cat army to fend off creepers. Ooh, wait, okay. Now we're talking, Ellently. I could go tame some cats. Maybe that will be my next episode's directive. Get a crap ton of cats. I didn't notice the fish in your hotbar was cooked. I just thought you somehow only caught fish. Oh, that would have been so funny. You want to talk about bad luck? That would have been truly terrible luck. I need to look and see when the next ads are gonna play because I want to make sure I end before then. Refresh. Okay, I'm gonna snooze them for 15 minutes. Give us about 15 more minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes. Thank you. Okay. We're good now. That's the spot. Have a cat army to fend off creepers. It's gonna be great. I'm liking the idea. Violet Fox. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Let me drop a follow. What were you guys up to today? Welcome, Raiders. Welcome in. Pie Creeper. Hello, welcome in. Violet Fox, welcome in. Ooh. How do I want to say your name? Kahalina, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hope you're all doing well. If any of you need to pop out, raid and run, do the post-stream activities, eat, drink, sleep, walk the woofer like Nathan said, please feel free to do so. We'll be chilling though. We're just fishing today. What were you guys up to? You were working on finishing on a fishing house in Minecraft. How fitting. The theme carries on here. Very nice. Very, very nice. Why are all the fishers raiding? The fishers just, we be raiding, you know? Well, that's awesome. Fishing house. That is good. We're fishing for Mending. We're in my Minecraft Forever world here. And we're trying to get Mending through fishing for my first set of gear. So all of my armor, all my tools. And then we'll do villagers after that. But first set of gear, Mending through fishing only. And it's not going so hot. We've been fishing for 2.5 hours today. We were fishing probably another 3 hours before this, and then I fished again another 2 hours before that even. So not a single mending book in that time is not entirely encouraging, but it's okay. We're gonna be okay. We'll get there when we get there, right? Right, guys? You could have a cat army to fend off creepers. I didn't notice the fish in your hotbar was cooked. Forgot to ask, but with lying from you, take I sent. How was it hearing the Screamy feature section? That was what I was actually most excited to hear in there, because I knew it was gonna be more pronounced. It sounded pretty good. It was nice. It met the hype. Oops. Trying to read chat while fishing. Nope, but it's fine. If you want, you can correct me. It's a-okay. I don't take it too harshly. But thank you for the bits. I appreciate you so much, dude. You're amazing. Panda, thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Join the Twitch side to redeem before the stream ends. Hey, thank you so much, Panda. I appreciate ya. Why is there 5 people watching? I don't know, man. 5 people have really bad taste in streamers, I guess. Oh, man. Thank you so much for the follow, Violet. Thank you. Hold up. YouTube's back. Hey, YouTube's back on. Love to see it. Orange Panda and Frog, I didn't notice you were both in the chat. Yeah. The whole gang's here. Hola, mi amigo. Yippee, I'm meeting expectations. The singer's phenomenon, love to share. Easily certifiable with easily high expectations. Criticizably. Easily criticizably with easily high expectations. There we go. Yeah. Foxes are getting violent. Violent? I think they're just violet, like purple. They could be violent. I don't know. Is the violet fox violent? That's a little difficult to say. Purple foxes. A fox be purple. Not violent. Okay, well, that riddle's been solved. Purple fox. You know, a purple fox in real life would actually be like one of the most natural things I think I would have ever seen. Now that's less fun. Don't listen to any of my viewers. You know, I feel like there's a natural symbiotic relationship between streamers and viewers where we just like abuse each other. You know, it's okay. I won't tell on you. And I think you're thinking of purple guy. That's less fun. A little bit of friendly abuse never killed anyone, right? I know all the streamers that, especially the ones I mod for, we are not nice at all. But in a pinch, I can help them and they'll help me. So I feel like it's great, you know. It's just the way the world is meant to work. I think anyway. Hierarchy. The stream review are hierarchy. Yep. I make fun of you guys, you make fun of me, and then at the end of the stream, we just, you know, we're all really kind and respectful to each other. It's good. It's chill. You're not listening to my viewers now going to follow you purely for this reason. Exactly. I dropped a follow too. I'm gonna hopefully be able to catch one of your next streams. Typing is not right for me. Is not for me right now. That's fair. That is completely and totally fair. I just don't know how to respond to it. There's been quite a few messages that I've had like that. Fair enough. Why is your armor above your heart's blue? I'm wearing diamond armor, so if I take off armor, or, well, let me see. Do I have any gold armor inside, maybe? I can show you better that way. But it's always reflective based on the armor that you're wearing. So if I come in here, I have some iron and I have some copper. I can put those on and it's reflected based off of iron, copper, diamond. It's a pretty cool mod. That one is Detail Armor Bar Reconstructed by Cordex Source. So if any of you want that one, there you go. I don't know if I set up the command for it. I need to if I didn't. But if you do !mods, maybe, it might give you a link to the page where I have all my mods listed. But did I set that up? I did not. Okay. Hang on. I'll go get the link manually. It's chill. Forever World. I can't go that way. Okay. Boop. Mod list. You'll see. Boop. Alright, I'll add that to my to-do list. At some point, I'll get around to it. Mod list command. There we go. Boop. Yes. Thanks. I don't know how to respond to it. Wait, I know who this is. I swear. I dared to say the cursed word cheese and frogs DMs. That will elicit a response for sure. Well, that's cool. Really cool. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for it. It was not my idea to make the mod, but when I saw it, I knew I needed it. I just realized you're the only person I know who knows how to fry scream. When you fry scream, where do you feel it in your throat replacement? When you say that I know how to... That's a very strong way to put it. Like, I could probably do it on command, but the problem is it's not very quiet at all. I don't know how to do it probably in a safe way, but when I do feel it, it's usually kind of right about in here in my Adam's apple. That's usually where I force it. So, that's where it goes in, I think. I thought you said you knew how to. Sorry, no, you're good. You're chill. It's just when I'm in the car, sometimes I can do it, but that's where I usually get it when it does work. Elicit a response. The message was too cursed apparently for that. Oh boy. Could you play one of the guitar violins in the background? I can play the guitar, but probably not right now. It is currently 10 p.m. and I have family who is asleep or trying to sleep. And they're just down the hall from me. But otherwise, eventually one day you guys will have some sort of music on stream from me, and it would be fun. It would be a lot of fun to do. We have done it in the past. If for nothing else, if we don't ever do another stream with music in it, I would like to actually do a music channel where I do covers and maybe even some original stuff at some point. I've been wanting to break into the music space recently, and then I've got a very, very short list of people that I would love to collaborate with in that space as well, because I really think our voices would actually complement each other pretty well, which would be fun. What are you fishing for? I'm fishing for Mending. So right now, you could do it through villagers, but I don't want to speed through it like that. I really wanted to do it the slow way and do it the way we used to do it before 1.13 or 1.14, sorry. Back before villagers were updated. And I would really like to do it one last time that way. And once I have all my Mending books from this, we'll do some villager trading and stuff, but it's probably going to be, I don't know, probably about 30 hours of fishing. You know, as of right now, the averages are not looking good in my favor, but when you also take into account that I need like 12 books or whatever it is, just because I haven't gotten one right now, I could technically catch 3 in a row, and it would make up for the lack of books that I've gotten. 30 hours, good luck, thank you, I appreciate it. How do you go about choosing mods to add in your game? Usually I kind of look at what it adds or changes. So for the Forever World in specific, I didn't want anything that changed gameplay. So it had to be purely visual or audio. Or it had to be a quality of life change like mouse tweaks so I could do fun things with that were a little bit more user-friendly. So, you know, even things like, I don't know if you can really tell, but I have 3D skin layers, so the crown is ever so slightly 3D. Can I zoom in while paused? I can't. Okay. But the crown is ever so slightly 3D. Every layer has a 3D pixel to it. The visuals are all upgraded, like the particles, the shaders. The audio is all upgraded with footsteps and sound physics. And scrolling through my hotbar, you'll hear sounds as well. Everything was picked out for a purpose of making the videos and the world itself more immersive. So that's how I picked out the mods there. Thank you for subscribing, Candy Player. I appreciate it. I think it was Candy Player. I can't actually see who subscribes, but I could see the first letter. So that's how I picked out the mods for this world. I'm actually in the process of recording a video for tomorrow that also needed mods. And that one was purely about picking the least cringy mods that fit the theme of the video. I think I did an okay job. I'm worried that it's not going to have the effect that people are wanting. but I wanted something that stayed true also to the channel. So I didn't want to go overtly cringy and then have to pretend to be in the mood that the video is supposed to set us. Hello, Raystar. Raystar King. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Where are you from? I am from the United States. I am specifically more so on the east side, kind of near New York. Hello, Red Fishies guy. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. I hope your vacation is treating you well. We have timer going off, and it says add. Okay. A Siri set a timer for 5 minutes. We can fish for about 5 more, and then I'll have to start wrapping up. I don't want the ads to hit, and I'm already starting to lose my voice a little bit. I'd have to agree that is the same spot I feel it, and I think you're probably doing it healthily mostly because of that. Okay. Well, I'm glad that I have some confirmation there then. Thank you. That's good. That's good. Collab with Avid. I don't know if Avid would want to collab with me, but I wouldn't say no. I think him and I could probably do something fun. I don't know. I'm not a good songwriter, and that's kind of the thing that I'm at right now. Otherwise, there's a couple of cover songs that I would like to do with some people. I've got some ideas. That's all I can say. It'll be a long way away before some of those ideas ever come true, but I don't want to start saying it and then you guys campaign for it and then I add another project onto my list and then drown in more work. So I'm gonna put a pin in that one. Dude, what's up? What's up, fishies? Love to see a music channel from you. I'd love getting to hear you sing and play guitar during those streams. Well, I can't say it'll be soon, but I can say it is in the cards. At some point. Definitely. You know, I would love to hear Reg scream nog in the future. Secretly learning how to metal scream. Oh boy. When it's just me in the car, I get a lot of practice when it comes to Linkin Park kind of screams, but I've never done like metal screams. So if you can pull off a metal scream, that's gonna be awesome. Although my brother, he watches a lot of Instagram reels, and there's this guy on there that's he takes pop songs and he turns them into screamo. And he did, I think, Pink Pony Club once. And so it's like, what was it? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I'm trying to remember how he did it. I can't do it to you guys because my mic is not set up for that and it would blow your ears out. I can't remember what part of the song he did it at specifically, but it was so funny that I started to make fun of it, and occasionally I still pull it out. When I hear him do it, I'll do it a couple minutes later, and you can do it with a lot of stupid songs too. The good part about fishing for Mending, you get lots of food. Absolutely, we're gonna have so much fish. It's gonna be great. Dude? Huh? What's up, fishies? I don't know what you're talking about. My phone is just about to die. See y'all later. See ya, Panda. Thanks for popping in. Order's delight. Yeah. I mean, I have so much fish. You're doing a Whitechapel scream. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, but maybe. Maybe, who knows? I've got a lot of songs on my list. I used to actually have a whole playlist dedicated to the songs I was gonna do, because I told myself one year I was gonna do it, I will actually pull up the list. I'll tell you some of the songs that were on it, because I don't think I'm gonna keep most of them, just because my taste in music has changed, and I feel like what would make the most sense has changed as well. There were 68 songs in here. I had Till Kingdom Come by Coldplay, Green Eyes by Coldplay, World So Cold, We Are One, both by 12 Stones. I had a couple of Black Veil Bride songs, specifically Lost It All was one I wanted to try. Viva La Vida, The Scientist, Yellow, Everglow, Violet Hill by Coldplay, all those. Dear X You Don't Own Me by Disciple. What a Catch, Donnie, Immortals, Centuries, Phoenix, all by Fall Out Boy. Ship in a Bottle by Finn. Cold as Ice by Foreigner. What's Her Name by Green Day. Wake Me Up When September Ends, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Holiday, Good Riddance by Green Day. Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. I'm Still Here by John Rzeznik. A couple of Imagine Dragons songs. A bunch of Linkin Park songs. And then I had some meme songs that I was going to play on guitar just for like April Fools or something. Black Sheep by Metric was one that I kind of thought about. I even thought about doing some rap as well with some NF or Eminem. We had some pop in here, some Skillet, Taylor Swift, All Too Well. How to Save a Life by The Fray. A couple of Fray songs in here. Be Still, I like that one. Everlong by the Foo Fighters. My Chemical Romance, Light Behind Your Eyes. That one's a good one. We do like that. Can we recommend songs? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He gets Mending last second of the stream. We'll do one more cast here in a second. For the meme, I was gonna eventually learn how to play Through the Fire and Flames on acoustic guitar. Solo and everything. But I think that dream is far-fetched. Alright, one last cast. Okay, one last cast. We can't end on a water bottle. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh. One more. Come on. Diary of Jane was another one that I thought about doing by Breaking Benjamin. Okay, we got fish. I do have to end because ads are incoming, and I don't want you guys to get hit with ads and then me end right after that. It's water! Yay. Water. Thanks for streams. Thanks for watching. You all are amazing. Seriously. If any of you want to continue the conversation and hang around, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. It's a great place to recommend music. It's a great place to recommend anything, really. It's a great place to just talk as well. So if you'd like to join that, you're more than welcome to. We haven't said hi to you in a long time, it feels like. Let's say hi to Melissa Mines. They are currently playing on their Minecraft Hardcore world, and they're a pretty cool streamer. I'm back, my phone died. Oh no, I'm sorry, Coral. You're back in time to get some channel points with a raid, so feel free. Just play Psychological by Slipknot on the banjo. Psychosocial, sorry. That sounds lovely and terrifying at the same time. Oh, goodbye. No, Carl. Oh, no. It's okay. Thank you all so much for watching, though. I appreciate it. YouTube, you all are amazing. Twitch, you guys are amazing, too. I'll be back on Thursday. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
you.